Codename Legate to Base Command. Come in, Base Command.
Base Command receiving, Leggett. Don't be surprised if I cut out. The whole Hoth system is murder on the comms. And not so good for people, either.
You say that like you've had experience.
Not personally. Friends. Hoth's a frozen rock, not worth much on its own. But years back, it saw one of the war's biggest battles. Hundreds of ships got dragged into the atmosphere, made a sort of a starship graveyard for the best girls in the fleet. You're going to bring one home.
I hijacked a transport once. Never made off with a whole ship.
I heard rumors. Tell me the story someday. It's a war zone down there. Republic salvage operations, Imperial saboteurs, and the White Maw, a few thousand pirates who want the scrap for themselves. Plus the Starbreeze is a Mu-type shuttle. Slip of a thing. Haven't been able to locate her in the wreckage. Our only lead is inside the Imperial Army.
What makes the SIS want this shuttle so badly?
The Starbreeze belongs to the Republic. It's important to us. That's all I can say for now.
You don't completely trust me. I understand.
Give it time. You don't trust me either. But we'll work together to help this galaxy. We have reports that Davos, an Imperial admiral who fought in the Battle of Hoth, is assembling an expedition to the Starship Graveyard. He's after a long list of salvage, the Starbreeze included. Join Admiral Davos and get that shuttle to us instead.
If I steal the Admiral's prize, it won't be long before someone figures it out.
You're craftier than that. You do this right, no one has to know. Codename Hunter will contact you from the field. He's en route to Hoth now. In the meantime, talk to Admiral Davos' search and recovery men at the Imperial base. With any luck, they'll show us the way.
Satellite's dead. What do your people know about Grid Alpha 9?
Pirate territory, heavily fortified.
Can you get me numbers?
Perhaps, but our manpower is limited.
Manpower? Excuse me. Captain Leo Firth, search and recovery. Saw your docking authorization. You must be our visitor from intelligence.
Come here, Sergeant. What's your name?
Sergeant Ethan Terror, Chiss Expansionary Defense Force, permanently attached to Imperial Search and Recovery. It is an honor to work with our allies in the Empire.
Please excuse us, Sergeant. Your friends in the Chiss Ascendancy know Hoth pretty well, but friendship only goes so far. So, what is it you came here for?
Layak Davos, head of search and recovery. Where is he?
The Admiral's a good man, but you're out of luck. He left base with his expedition 36 hours ago. Long-range comms are almost useless in this weather. You want to wait? He'll be back in a few weeks.
If this were an emergency, how would you reach him?
Look, there might still be a crew at the expedition launch site. It's where the Admiral's supply line to the Starship Graveyard starts. But trying to reach the launch point now is suicide. Weather's bad, and there are Republic commandos in the area.
I don't plan to stay out longer than I have to. But Admiral Davos isn't leaving without me.
Understood, sir. I hope you find what you're
Back
after.
and ready, Admiral. Unless you're worried about the captain's flare.
No. We cannot wait.
Intruder alert.
Is this how they're supposed to react?
Officer, I am Admiral Davos, commander of this expedition. You were not expected.
Cipher 9, Imperial Intelligence.
An intelligence agent? Of course. You must excuse our caution. Hoth is not a world that forgives mistakes, a lesson that scarred me long ago.
Weapons down, everyone.
We are in the midst of a delicate operation. These men are preparing to follow me to the Starship Graveyard.
The Minister of Intelligence says I'm to assist your men and ensure the interests of the Empire.
I see. Months ago, I could have accommodated this. Now, I'm afraid we approach the crisis point, and I cannot afford additional risk. Commander, torture him and find out what he knows, then kill him.
Yeah!
Biv, it is good. Don't bother returning to base. Captain Firth is gone and Admiral Davos bribed most of the others.
you were with search and recovery.
Correct. There is a location beyond the frozen lake. You'll find answers. Coordinates sent.
Have you been watching me?
We've been watching the sensors. Picked up blaster fire and assumed things had gone wrong. For the glory of the Ascendancy.
No wind chill down here. Start a few fires and we'll call it home.
Sir, sorry for not contacting you sooner. No one thought Admiral Davos's men would actually start shooting. Ensign Rena Temple, Chiss Expansionary Defense Force. Welcome to Zero Station.
You're kidding, right?
This is a top-secret Chiss Ascendancy installation. Self-sufficient, running in parallel with the above-ground outposts. Paranoia at work.
But our paranoia paid off.
And this is our base commander, Aristocra Saganu.
It's an honor to have you with us, despite the situation with Admiral Davos. Welcome home.
It's good to be among friends, sir.
You have the ensign to thank, you know. It isn't the homeworld, but she was instrumental in bringing you here. My agents have been watching Admiral Davos for months. We became suspicious when he brought in his own crew, officers loyal to him, and covered it with bribes. Lately, he brought heavy equipment and guns, built an army for his expedition to the Starship Graveyard. You threatened his control.
What's his background? His personality?
Admiral Davos fought in the original Battle of Hoth, and was stranded here for 6 months in the aftermath.
My father told me stories. Brilliant strategist. Never had the connections to become Moth.
He must be after the Graveyard's salvage, prototype technology, military databanks. It could make him unimaginably wealthy. I won't proceed without Imperial sanction. Grant it, and we can stop Admiral Davos and his plans together.
I'm in. What's our next move?
The White Moor pirates control the wastelands between here and the Starship Graveyard. The Admiral's been sending his people out there for weeks.
My scouting party caught them burying some sort of supply caches. We don't know what the Admiral's caches are for, but if you could get us reconnaissance scans, they might give us a lead on the man himself.
These drop points, any ideas at all?
Emergency supplies, deliveries to the pirates. We just don't know.
These are the drop point locations. Contact me when you get the scans, and we'll find our man. Chiss Honor. Sir, this is Ensign Temple. Looks like that cache is full of stolen Imperial equipment. Given how the pirates are guarding it, I'm guessing it's a gift from Admiral Davos to the White Moor.
Don't tell me you're cool just to talk about pirates.
The Defense Force is surprisingly strict about using their secure channels for personal calls. I advise continuing the recon. A little luck and we'll pin down which White Moor faction the Admiral's dealing with. If you can tag the caches for tracking, that wouldn't hurt either. Temple out.
So we're not actually tagging this thing, right? The Chiss can track pirates on their own, but this is our payday.
Sorry, Kalia. We do this by the book.
Such a freaking waste.
Tracking signal coming in.
This is Hunter to Leggett. Hope you weren't getting lonely. I'm on planet, but signals don't carry here. Arden Hoth authorized me to take your reins. Have you found the Star Breeze yet?
I haven't seen you since Nar Shaddaa. How's the rest of the team?
You didn't answer my question. Now I'm gonna have to force you. Keyword onomatophobia. Command, deliver your mission report.
I am attempting to locate Admiral Davos, who will lead us to the Star Breeze.
Good. Obedience comes easier when you don't have a choice. Contact me as soon as you find the shuttle. Hunter, out.
Smart, arrogant, cautious. Don't underestimate him.
Temple here. Like we thought, those caches are a gift from Admiral Davos to the Pirate Coalition. Specifically, he's paying off a group called the Marauders. Raiders and hijackers, influential with the other pirate gangs.
What do we know about their methods? Composition?
Sorry, still reviewing the file. Heavy weapons and frontal assaults, mixed species. I'm not going to read you what they do to their victims. The Marauders have a camp nearby. Guard looks light at the moment. We're going to take a team in. Meet us there and we'll dig up some answers. Temple out.
Chui atat up xmasa kipuna. Look at me and stop. That's right. Keep looking here. I'll keep talking, and you keep looking. Sir, if you're going to do anything, do it now.
This ugly.
Are you all right, Ensign?
I'm fine. Check on the others. Sir, I suppose you want an explanation.
What are you, Ensign? Jedi? Sith?
What I did back there, it was a force trick, sir. I'm just powerful enough to get into trouble. No lightning, no seeing the future, I never trained. If the Sith knew, they'd have me killed. That's why I left Imperial service for the Chiss Ascendancy.
If the Sith knew, you could become one of them.
Only if I survived the Sith Academy. And I wouldn't. Please, it's your prerogative to pursue this, of course. But let's finish the job first.
There's no time for distractions. Proceed.
Getting a call from Zero Station. They finished analyzing the pirate data.
Agent, Ensign Temple, you do the Defense Force proud. It seems Admiral Davos has been trying to arrange safe passage through pirate territory to the Starship Graveyard. The pirates have agreed to meet, today.
Get me the details, and I'll be there.
The meet is in the primary Marauder base, heavily fortified. Attack head-on, and the attendees slip away. However, a cave system runs under the base. Moves softer than a shadow, and you could tap the cave wall.
You're sending him to the bone pits.
The caves are inhabited by animal life and resemble a slaughterhouse. But it's the perfect place from which to observe the meeting.
I'll need maps and equipment.
Once you're in place, you can use a laser drill and microcord camera to tap the wall.
My team will be in touch from Zero Station. Good luck to you.
We need to move out, but be careful in the monster's den.
Where is Admiral Davos? I did not invite servants. I act in the Admiral's name. I'll show you.
Getting audio only. Can you see anything?
Pour some wine and find a private room. And I'll tell you all about it when I get back.
Begin playback.
Ashok the Unyielding, I am honored by your invitation. I am Admiral Davos, and I fought in the Battle of Hoth. Unlike my peers, I was left to the icy wastes. For 6 months I wandered the wreckage. As I lost my vitality, I found many items of great value. Weapons, artifacts, even a Republic shuttle full of secrets. I hid them in the Starship Graveyard, so that I might one day claim my prize.
Today's that day. Give us safe passage into the Starship Graveyard, and we'll all leave rich.
Hey, Agent? Might want to see this.
Is there a problem?
Shaggy Man. Hey, Ugly. Gonna make a towel out of you.
Situation under control. What happened with the meeting?
They cut a deal, sir. The pirates are going to escort Admiral Davos to his treasure, but they outlined their route. I think we know where they're heading.
That Republic shuttle he talked about, did it come up again?
Just the part about it being full of secrets. I think the Admiral likes playing games. The aristocrat and I can meet you at the edge of the Starship Graveyard. There's an Imperial outpost there. Sagano can fill you in, and we can plan a final approach. Temple out.
We'd be buried alive by the third marker. Bring up the northern passage. Let me see.
He's here, sir.
I'm aware of that. Resume planning. You've done well, Agent. Thanks to your surveillance, we have a lock on Admiral Davos's destination. He and his men are being escorted to a crashed Republic super dreadnought in the heart of the starship graveyard. His horde is there.
I need to get inside. What are our options?
The horde is sealed in the tertiary launch bay, protected by an army of White Moor pirates.
Sorry I'm late. Did I miss the bad news?
There's no other kind.
Lovely. Go on.
This isn't a one-squad operation. The Defense Force will join you for the assault.
I'll take any help you can give.
I suggest a two-pronged approach. You slip past the pirates on the super dreadnought and deactivate the blast doors.
That'll let my team in. We can rendezvous at the launch bay. We'll be your backup.
I think you like keeping an eye on me.
If you catch them making out in the middle of a fight, just shoot them. They're dead weight.
Do not suggest treason again.
You've done us proud. We'll need more like you in the Empire if the Ascendancy is ever to seize its rightful place. Good luck.
Sir!
I'll see you at the Dreadnought. Either way, this'll all be over soon.
Tough now, dirtbag.
Free following. Blasters and flame projectors.
All right, keep them at a distance. Sir, enemies in pursuit. More expected. Bit of a nightmare, but we'll hold them off.
What happened to the Admiral?
Admiral Davos and his horde should be down that corridor somewhere. Quite possibly with his escort.
11, 12 more. Marauders and Scourge.
Saganu is holding our escape route outside. We'll keep the pirates off your back. Do what you came to do.
It's still here. Still waiting for us.
Admiral, intruder! Target him, but do not fire.
The Cypher agent lives. I wondered what became of you.
What do we have here? Blasters, armor, Kolto credits, Sith relics.
The ships downed in the battle carried many valuables. I did not discriminate. I waited years to return to Hoth and reclaim my retirement funds. My superiors were never to know.
We should take him now.
Silence. You complicated matters. Forced us to part ways with the Empire. But this can be mended. Tell me what you desire.
You want to avoid being branded a traitor. I want to know about that Republic shuttle.
The shuttle? How interesting. It was the personal ship of one Colonel Omus. He served in the upper echelons of Republic weapons research. Rumor was that the Starbreeze contained his records and security codes. I brought it here for safekeeping. Does that pique your interest?
What sort of weapons research did he do?
Almost prototype space stations, ion cannons. He died aboard this very dreadnought, another of his many projects. The shuttle is yours. I ask only two things: your silence, and the location of the secret Chiss base.
But the shuttle is ours. Our payment.
It is a small price to remove the Chiss from the equation. They know too much.
Sir, even if we wipe them out, we can't trust you-know-who over there.
We are all Imperials. Give me the Chiss, pledge your silence, and we will all return to the Empire in glory. You will have your shuttle and wealth besides.
You're not killing the Chiss, and I won't take your bribe.
A man of principles. How admirable. Kill him.
Hunter. I have located the Star Breeze.
I owe Command 10 credits. You look awful, by the way. Get that shuttle running and rendezvous at these coordinates. Hunter, out.
Sir, pirates are down, but I'm the only one left. We need to get moving.
Have you been injured?
Scratches, sir. Deep scratches. Force trick saved my life.
Hate to say it, but we'll need help flying this thing. Half the systems are frozen.
You can help, but you don't repeat anything you see. Understand?
Understood, sir.
Nice landing. Let's take a look. Solid body, not a scratch on her. And she came with my shuttle? What's her name?
Ensign Raina Temple, sir. JIS Expansionary Defense Force.
Of course. Minder 17, Imperial Intelligence. Excellent work, both of you.
Just doing my job.
I'll fly the shuttle to its final destination. You can take my ride home. Ensign, why don't you and Kalia run a systems check? I need a minute with the agent.
I'll chisel the ice off the pilot seat for you.
Arden Koth will be happy. But the girl, we agree she needs to die, right?
That's unnecessary. She knows better than to reveal classified intelligence.
Maybe I'd like to be careful. Look, you've worked with her. You've bonded with her. Fine. I'm not heartless. Maybe she'll even be useful. You want her to live? You take responsibility. Stash her on your ship. She doesn't talk to anyone. Doesn't learn about the SIS.
You know, you're really twisted.
Just to be sure, though, I'm putting a command in your brain. Keyword, onomatophobia. If Raina Temple becomes a threat to our mission, or leaves your supervision, you will kill her. You won't have a choice.
Sir, Minder 17 told me about the transfer. I'm a little surprised. If intelligence wants me out of the JIS Defense Force, though, I won't argue. Nice as it would have been to pack an overnight bag.
You'll fit right in, Ensign. You shouldn't worry.
Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic opportunity. My father would love this. But if I can ask, why do you want me here?
You're versatile, capable, and young enough to learn. You could be a brilliant operative.
Really? Well, maybe it's time for a career change after all.
You're cute. We're going to a cantina and you're getting me so many free drinks.
I'll try to earn my keep.
Hey, Agent. I'm grabbing this ride. Race you back to the ship.
This is Legate to Base Command. Mission complete.
Base Command here. Hunter gave me his report. He spoke highly of you. Not a lot of people earn his praise.
How did he come to join the SIS?
Used to do corporate security, if you can believe it. Recruited him a few years back. I'm grateful the Starbreeze is in one piece. She'll help us win this war. Now, Hoth and Terrace makes two. Ready for the final stage?
I serve at your command.
Maybe you've heard of it. A death trap of a planet called Quesh. Our primary objective's there. I want you en route.
Can you be more specific than Death Trap?
It's a mining world. Our forces are fighting the Empire for chemical deposits. But you're after something else entirely. Get to these coordinates when you arrive and we'll be in touch. Base Command out.
I rather like your ship. Not exactly military, but it'll be nice not sleeping in a thermosuit. Once we're underway, you'll bring me up to speed on my duties, sir. Show me the tricks of undercover work.
I look forward to training you personally, Ensign.
I was afraid you'd leave it to the Ratataki. I probably ought not to bring this up, but there is the matter of my talents. If I'm operating in the Empire, there's the chance the Sith will find out what I can do. They wouldn't be pleased.
If your talents become an issue, we'll deal with them.
Understood, sir. In the meantime, I intend to make myself irreplaceable.
You said you wanted to talk.
Yes, sir. Ensign Raina Temple, formerly of the Chiss Expansionary Defense Force, reporting for combat drills.
I can show you a few things. What brings this on?
Frankly, I need the practice. No one ever taught me covert maneuvers. If you've got time...
You're just looking for an excuse to be alone with me.
That's only one of many benefits. Are you coming? So what do you think, sir? Have I learned to your satisfaction?
You were wonderful. But not many Imperials would be here with a Chiss.
No, and I've never been fond like this of a Chiss before. But I rather enjoy your company. I assume you don't mind. Back to the job. All right. I think I've sweat enough for one day. Any last words of wisdom for your freshly transferred ensign?
There are some things you have to learn for yourself.
And you can't give me examples? You know, my father used to come home from exercises freshly scarred. I was 12 before I realized his training drills were intelligence operations. He was captured twice, but he wouldn't let me worry, no matter how bad it got.
I didn't know your father was part of intelligence.
I thought I'd mentioned it. He was a cipher. Thank you for the lesson. A few more and I'll be infiltrating enemy camps with the best of them. Sir, since our combat session went so well, I thought we might try something else. Lessons in interpersonal manipulation and information extraction. Lecture 1 entitled...
Once they think they need you, they'll tell you anything.
Descriptive name, sir. Is it always about need? When I first arrived at Zero Station, no one trusted me. I was the human Imperial who must have been a spy. But I learned my way around. And once the Chiss accepted my competence, it was easy to make friends.
I'm not the only one who finds you charming.
And yet, I'm still here. More seriously, though, I'm stuck somewhere, infiltrating a gang of spy stealers. How do I play it?
You blend into the background and wait for an opportunity. Don't stir the pot unless you know what you're in for.
I'll happily leave that to you, then. I don't know what you think of my potential, sir, but I do appreciate your guidance. I've been deceiving people like an amateur for years. Time I started doing it right.
How can I help you, Ensign?
I have a purely professional question for you, sir, if you don't mind my asking. When you lie to a woman over the course of a mission, make her think you're interested, does it bother you?
Getting close to our targets is one of the perks of this job.
You're a cad, sir. Don't mistake me, I've been involved with plenty of the wrong men, but going in there was always the chance they'd work out. I don't know how I'd handle living one life in the field and another back at home. It must be exhausting.
Sometimes it's best to live in the moment. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Spoken like a true hedonist. So I should abandon my dreams of romance?
That's a question we should talk about over dinner sometime. What do you say?
That sounds lovely. For the record, we'd be defying all sorts of military protocols, and I won't be held responsible.
Close partners function best. I wouldn't worry about it.
Understood, sir. Then we have a lot to look forward to.
What's going on, Ensign?
Sir, Dr. Loken's been filling in the gaps in my education. He has quite a few stories. Here's what puzzles me. I've always been taught to respect the chain of command, and yet you... How does anyone control a field agent?
You're really perturbed by this. Are you that used to pure obedience?
Yes, I am, and I don't think that's a bad thing. The Empire expects its operatives to make command decisions from the front line. That doesn't work.
Eventually, you stop relying on your handbook, and you put the good of the Empire first.
I was hoping for something more concrete. Maybe a numbered list? I don't want to do wrong, sir. My father ignored an edict from the Sith, and instead of facing his punishment, he ran. I won't repeat his mistake. Accidentally.
What did your father do that was so terrible?
I'd rather not discuss it. Refusing to do his duty was enough. I'll stop troubling you about this. Back to the job, then.